sweet faces. All right, let's take a few warm-up moves and then we're gonna get into the weight training. Go up, oh goodness, and down. Keep going. Let me just tilt my screen just the tiniest bit. Lift up your arms and lower and lift. One more. Good. Take your hands down to your thighs and then also the back. We're going to wake up. Flexion and extension and round and lift and round like a cat-cow, but with your hands on your thighs. And then we're going to take a shoulder low, like you're looking over one shoulder. This is a rotation. Drop the other. Drop the other. Oh goodness, drop the other. All right, one more each way. Right, left. Now use your back, use your abs to roll up. And then walk the feet in a little bit. Go up with your heels lifting. Go up with your heels lifting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. And then we're going to take the arms up and around. So just find a big space up and around. Up and around. Up and around. One more. And then separate the feet a little bit wider and sway right and left. And wake up your back. Wake up your shoulders. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Last little bit here. Go up and over. And up and over. And up and over. Inhale. That feels so good. Let's go one more right and one more left. Terrific. And now let's grab some dynabands. I can take off this outer layer. You can too if you have one. And then, nice. Take a dynaband or an elastic tubing. Pull your hands wide like a V overhead. Pull your hands down towards your chest. Let your belly gently pull in so that you have protection on your back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, try 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now take that same band at your upper back, the palms face up, and we're going to press out. And then the next one is going to be narrow. So it's a tiny pattern. Out and narrow. You got it. So one's wide and then one's narrow. And exhale. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. There you go, Jean. 8, 8. 9, 9, 10, 10. Now this is a stretch. Take the hands kind of like wide overhead and find a place that feels great. Hold. 5, 4. It's for posture. 3, 2. Go down a half an inch or an inch and hold 5. Breathe really fully in the ribs. Now maybe go down one more inch. Just find what we're doing is finding 3 different places to stretch. So there's not really a wrong answer. Breathe. And then let some blood flow get in those arms. Now take your band underneath both heels. Step on your band. Bend both elbows. And bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knees are soft here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, with the band free, this is dynamic. Go up and behind you. Your arms are wide enough that you don't have to wiggle your body to do this. 5 times, up and behind, up and behind. That feels so good. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. 1 more. And then step on the band. Let your both heels be on for most of us, depending on your band tightness. Your elbows are going to lift up to the sides. Now it's almost like you're zipping up a coat. 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees soft. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Good. Building strong shoulders. 13. Your biceps. 14. Let your wrists go along for the ride. So the wrists don't have to be vertical. They're in line with your forearms. Now 5 more. 4. And Jean, let your elbows be higher than your hands here. Yeah, there you go. That's it. 2. Now we're going to take one of those out of your hands, move the band over a little, and you're going to be going out to a side like you're the letter T, not higher than your shoulder, but up 2, 3. So sometimes you have to adjust a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, let's take the other one. Heel. Go out. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and knees are soft here too. This is for the shoulder. 11, 12, 13, 14. Now we're going to switch it up, so let your other heel have it. You're going to take the band to the front, same side, so if your right heel has the band, your right hand has the band. Try to stay upright. It's real easy to lean back on this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Other side. Step on that band. Go forward. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Nice. Okay, we're going to take the band behind us. Hold on. Put it behind your skull. Put the other hand at your low back and catch the band. Now exhale, push that band up. Grab more band if you need. 2, 3, good. 4, this is a really important part of the body to get strong, that tricep. 6, jaw parallel to the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you're controlled on the way up and down. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now switch it up. This hand takes it. This hand holds on. And push up. 1, whoops. 2, caught my ponytail. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no tension in the neck. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now we're going to take a moment to grab a sip. So grab your sip, and we'll shoot for 8 to 12 ounces today. You're going to take a band in front of you when you're ready. One hand holds on. One hand is going to push out like a bow. It's called bow and arrow. 2, 3. So one hand is your anchor. 4. One hand is working. 6. And you're lengthening your elbows. 7, 8, 9. And you even resist on the way back. 10. That way you get a workout on the push and the return. 12, 13, 14, 15. Now the other. And push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now take a few, well, let's say 5 shoulder rolls. Up and around, neck is releasing any tension. Then take your band in front and open out to the sides. 1, 2, 3. Grab as much as you need. 4, 5, 6. Gentle shoulder blades squeezing together. 7. Long elbows, Miss Jean. Long arms the whole time. 5. Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that go and move your shoulders. And let's get rid of that for just a moment and take a calf raise. So basically just lift up both heels. Now just do both again. We did a warm up earlier, but I just want to make sure they're warmed before we do singles. So you are touching something, your knees are soft. Now that may be what you want to stay with, but if you'd like to, take one foot off the ground and go up and down 10 times with the calf. Or if that's too hard, go back to singles, but it is really nice to work asymmetrically, unilaterally. Take the other foot down and do 10. Each toe has equal weight. You do want to hold on to something most likely because it's so hard to balance. I want you to really concentrate on getting the work. All right, let's try a second set of those single calf raises. So switch when you're done with your 10 and do 10 on the other. Now we're going to do 10 on the other. Now a third set, last set, here we go, 10 and 10. Other side for 10. Nice. And then when you're ready, come to a normal squat position. Now, if these don't serve you for some reason, you can do legless or you can do more calf raises. Otherwise, you're going to take 10 9, 8, and keep going. I'm just turning to show you that my booty goes back. I don't push my knees forward. Imagine you're at a public restroom and you're trying to hover over the seat. That's the image. Your heels are heavier than your toes. Your toes are so light you could lift them. Now if you are, when you're ready, go out wider. So it's feet are wider than your hip position. Second position is another name for this. And 3, and 4, and 5. Oh, good. And 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Now come back into neutral. Have a seat, pretend. Now that could be your move, but if you'd like, you shift your weight to your left leg and pick up your right ankle. So we're going to work on one-legged stability. Notice how the hips are level. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2. Stand for a moment. Good. All right. The first option is to have a seat and hold, or lift up your other ankle, put it on your thigh, and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now this is just single leg balance, just because it's so important for balance preservation. So just take one foot on your calf or your inner thigh, and I'm going to hold, count to 30. All right, let's gracefully lower and go to the other side. That was really good. Take an inhale, slowly lower, let your feet down. Grab a sip. We're going to get some weights, probably like a 2, 3, 4, or 5. You're going to be doing lateral raises. Check that your knees are soft. Open out like you're a letter T. You're going to your shoulders, up, out. Neck is soft. You could always move your neck just to make sure. Good. Breathing in and out, making sure you're not holding your breath. Lower those weights. Take a finger interlaced position behind your low back, just to release some tension and shake out the neck. You can soften up the knees. Breathe fully. Separate the feet a little and then sway. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to take those weights and do an overhead press. Now I'm just going to shin be on my, well, let's see, I think I can do it standing and you can see. Otherwise I'll tilt the camera up. But a 2, 3, 4, 5, but you put the weights here. I think you can see, right? So I'm going to step back a little. There you go. Yeah. Now you can do this seated if you would like, and that is just fine. Breathe. I like to exhale on the hard part in general. Pull the belly in. 8. So you have some stability. You can probably tell when your weights are overhead, it's a little bit more of a balance issue, right? So you've got your abs helping you. Now lower those hand weights. Take the arm across your body and let your arm help it. And then you see this wrist that's in the air. Just circle it, maybe 5 each way. Circle it the other way. Take your other arm across, hold it or help it. Now circle that wrist. And get some mobility in the other way. Interlace and lift. Yeah, shake out anytime you need, Karen. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do a little sway, huh? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now grab, you're going to be doing these upright rows. So you might have a 5 pound weight. That might be a nice place. Your elbows are going to be out. And it's okay if your wrist, you don't want your wrist to hurt, so your wrist could be roughly in line with your forearm. You're not forcing the wrist to be vertical, because when you lift your elbows, you want the wrist to be comfortable too. Soften the knees, soften the neck. Jean, try elbows out. Jean, try elbows out, and then lower. And yep, you got it. All right, let's try 5 more from here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower those down. And why don't we just take a real gentle up and over, and when you're up and over, just sway a little. Forward and back, forward and back, forward. Now we're going to take it to the other side. Go up and over. Rotation, rotation. All right, lower that down. And now we're going to take front raises. So it's this one. You're probably going to want a tinier, like let's say a 3, a 4, maybe a 5. Go forward. Now feet can be about shoulder width apart or hip width apart. And 2, good. You can think of this as Frankenstein arms. 3, neck soft. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let that down. And let's take it behind. Go up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now either do that again, or if you can, flip your palms, fingers up. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now pat yourself on the back. Go over. 5, 4, 3, 2. Pat yourself on the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And just kind of shake it out. This doesn't have to be formal. Just release some tension. We're going to do some bicep curls. So you may like a heavier weight, like a 5 or a 6 or somewhere in there. You can bend your elbows. You know you can always change your weights too. If you have picked up too heavy of a weight and we were in halfway, you could always just lower them and grab another weight. 5, check the knees, they're soft. 6, 7, 8, good. I like how your wrists are neutral. 9, so you check them out anywhere. 10, in the range of motion, they're in a line with your forearm, not broken back, not folded back or forward, not extended or flexed. 13. Now, if you're getting tired and you need to change weight, you can, or if you can do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to lower those weights down and take your arms out like a big T and then pull your fingers back. I'm going to get in close for this. It's an arm stretch. Pull. It's like someone's behind you and they have your wrist and they're pulling you. Now let some blood flow. Now take the arms out like a T but pull the fingers under and then take the arms back like someone has you. Just feel that whole arm stretch. 5, 4, 3. Good. I like that, Jean. Let's do a little of that. It just releases tension. Nice. Let it go. Grab a sip. Let's try to keep that up. Some regular intervals of drinking. And triceps. Now, you have a couple choices here. You can take 2 smaller weights or 1 bigger weight because one hand each is going to have a weight. So let's say you had 2 3-pound weights, you could do that, and then or a 6-pound, for example. They're going to go behind you. Push up towards the sky. I'm going to stand back so you can see me better. 2. Now your knees are soft. This is another one if you feel like it's too hard to stand and you want to decrease how many variables you're controlling, you can have a seat and do it because you are trying to keep your knees soft and your back protected. 6, 7, neck soft. 8, this is the back of the arm. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Lower it down when you're ready. Keep it handy. We're not done. Pat yourself on the back. And then lean away from that arm. 5. Breathe into the rib cage that you're stretching. Pat yourself on the back with the other arm. Then lean. And interlace and open. Good. And then let that go. Now we're going to do a heavier weight. So you could do 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. And we're going to, it's called bent over row. I want you to imagine that, notice how my legs are. Notice how my back is like a table. Not necessarily parallel to the ground, but flat. Pull your elbows. It's almost like you're starting a lawnmower. Yeah, Karen, terrific back. So it's almost like you're lifting your sit bones up. You don't want to be a tortoise shell here. You would rather be a table. Now, Jean, Can you pull your elbows this way? Yes. Yes. You got it. Now you notice your heels are still heavy. Your quads have some energy in them. And 4, and 3, and 2. Now carefully stand up. Let's lower those to the floor. And grab a step. I'm going to tilt my screen down. And I'll meet you on the floor. And I just need to, yeah. I'm going to meet you on the floor seated with the band. Let me get some band from the other room. Okay. So you're going to put the band around you, around your feet, and you can, let me show you another trick. Oh, there it is. You can put both 2 bands and cross the band like an X. Now reach up. You're not actually holding, if you have a hand or you're not holding it, you're holding the 2. Bend your elbows and turn sideways. Bend your elbows. So this is, yeah, you can do 2 bands if you want. You don't have to, but it is a stronger back muscle. The other modification, a modification would be that you sit on a yoga block or you sit on a pillow if you feel like it's too hard to sit up straight. Pull, pull, pull. Everybody looks good to me. Good. Exhale. Now you'll feel your biceps too. That's fine. Exhale. Back rope. Now rotate and pull one side only. Okay? Rotate. You got it. Rotate and pull one side only. Exhale. Pull and rotate. Now the other side. Pull and rotate. Good. And pull. Your upper back is mostly what's rotating. Your neck just goes along for the ride, so there's no strain. And your lower back is rotating, but it's not as much as the upper back. Shoulders are down the back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take, if you had 2, take 1 out. We're going to cross the rope. Elbows are by your side and open up your forearms. Now your elbows are by your side, but you're opening up and it's like you're opening up a door. Neck is soft. Your forearms are parallel to the floor. Yep. Elbows glued like you have a tennis ball underneath arm beside your rib. Now you're going to do another one. It's going to be more like a T. Act like you're making a T with your arms. Now your elbows are off the body on this one. Neck is soft. Nice. Take 5 more. Now we're going to take a little stretch just to release any tension. We're not done, we're just taking a little stretch. You could take the inner thigh stretch called bound angle. Exhale, lower. You might even use your elbows on your thighs. Now we're going to put those feet long again, those knees long again. Wrap the band. And you're going to use your abdominals to curl back and bend your elbows in a bicep curl plus your ab crunch. Bend your elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sit up tall. Now make an X. It's kind of a flattened out wide X, but one arm's a little higher than the other. One arm's a little lower than the other. Just have fun. Keep going. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Grab a sip. And we're going to lie on our back and do some chest presses with a heavier weight. Yep, I'm going to move mine away from the wall a bit, but you're going to take a heavier weight and you're going to lie on your back with your feet on the floor. And it's almost like a field goal post that you're making with your arms. Now exhale and push an end of your weight together, and then elbows open, and exhale, push. It's kind of like when we do wall push-ups on the wall or push-ups on the floor. So that would always be a backup plan if you need it. 4, 5. Now lengthen your elbows at the top. 6. There you go, buddy. 7, 8. Neck is soft. 9. Check that your ribs are touching the floor. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now full body stretch, arms overhead, legs long. 5, 4, 3, 2. Shift through your arms and shift through your legs. Now we're going to do a hug a tree. So you'll take those weights and you're going to imagine that there's a tree in front of you. Put your feet on the floor again, and that way your ribs are sit on the mat. Now open up. Make sure your hands don't touch the floor, or your hand weights, they don't touch the floor. Both ends of your weights touch at the top. Michelle, that looks good. It's like there's a circle around, your arms are a circular. Breathe. You can exhale every time you push your weights closer. Full body stretch. Let your arms go long. Reach. And fingertips come behind your head. Let your legs up. And we'll take one set of 20 crunches for your abs. Rotate your shoulder towards your knee. 2. And you could extend the opposite leg if you'd like, or you can leave them still like they're on a table. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now use your abs to come up. We're going to get our foam roller and do some back extensions. And if you don't have a foam roller, you can just use the floor. I just want to offer for it since we're using props and weight training. But you certainly can do this without a prop. Grab a sip too, and we'll do some extensions. Belly down. Legs long behind you. You got it. So we're doing good on the drink, and that's good. All right. Sometimes it's hard to drink as the weather gets cooler because you don't think about it as much, right? Or you don't feel like you're sweating, but we'll try to keep that up during the cold months. Push your forearms down and lift up and lower. Now check your neck, see if it's soft. Go up. Doesn't that feel good? Go up. And the shoulder blades might be able to go lower down the back, Jean. There you go. That looks good. That looks good. Really good. Now you feel your triceps and your lats. Of course, our focus is the upper back, but you will feel those muscles. Now stay up and hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower, and then let's do it again. Go up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. And let's do one more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Okay, one child pose of your choice. Child pose, I like the arms on the foam roller because it just lets your chest drop a little. So that's one choice. Or puppy dog with the hips up is another. We're going to go back to the extensions, and with your arms long, again, you're going to push down, and as you push down, your spine goes up. Now, that could be your position, but if you'd like to add on, your right hand comes off and touches your hamstring. Now you put it back in your left arm. Now see if you can keep going. If not, just stay with your swan. But maybe tuck your chin a little bit, Betty, just the tiniest bit. Yeah. All right, 4 more. Good, Karen. 4. Good, Michelle. That's it, Jean. 2 more. Right. Left. Both arms on and lift up. 8, 6, 3, and lower. All right, another child pose. If you would like to curl your toes under, it's a great foot stretch. So curl the toes under. Nice. And push into that foot stretch. 5, 4, and then 1. And now we're going to put the roller on the other side of our body and do some inchworms, which are for the abs. So your forearms are going to be on the mat, toes towards each other on the leg, for the legs. Let me start over. Forearms on the mat, legs long, but toes towards each other. Bend the knees, and then that's an ab crunch, and then extend them into plank again. Bend the knees and extend. Bend, 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 bend. And rest for a moment. We're going to do corner to corner inchworms. So the knees are going to go to the right shoulder area, straighten out, and then the right, left. So plank, bend the knees to the left shoulder, straighten them, bend the knees to the right. You got it. Bend corner to corner, corner to corner. Rest for a moment. And we're going to do some pikes. Let your forearms come down. Extend your knees. And you're going to toe in. Now lift up your hips. 1, pike. 2, scoop your abs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, rest. Okay. Now pike to the corners, pike up left, straight, pike up right. So lift your hips, go plank, lift your hips kind of, but knees long if you can. Knees long, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax, adjust your mat, adjust your roller, and we're going to do a posture stretch. Grab a sip if you need. We're going to lie on our foam roller long ways for our posture. So you have it long ways. Your booty is at one end. Roll back, and then your head's at the other, and put your hands like a yoga post. This is for posture. Rest. There's an option here where you put your feet soles together and open up your knees. The inner thighs, the pectineus in particular, are getting a little opening here. Right here, the pecs and the anterior delts are getting an opening. Try to relax your chest and shoulders. Five, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Now, carefully roll off, and we're going to do an upper back stretch. Now, if you need, I'm going to demo, these are 2 little half yoga blocks or a pillow will work. You may not need anything, but let me just show you. So your roller is horizontal. Now, I'm built long-waisted and I have an upper back extension naturally, so that's fine for me. But if you're not able to touch the floor, grab your block or your pillow and put it on under your head and or your booty. Okay, so Jean, that looks pretty good, and your head can be on something. There you go. And I like it. Nice, Michelle, perfect. And then experiment. You may put the roller a little lower on your back, Michelle, towards the lower end of the scapula. Okay. Yeah, those yoga blocks will flip, Karen, so you can experiment. Now, your feet are on the floor bent. Your arms open up like a T. And rest. Can you tell we're focusing on that part of the upper back? That tends to get rounded. Five, 4, 3, 2. Now, you're going to put one hand behind your head and help it up, like you're going to tuck your chin towards your chest. Move the move the roller for a moment. Bye, Betty. Have a good day. And see if you can feel how your upper back is opened. Just rest, and you should feel like the upper back is now touching the floor more. And then we're going to take that foam roller and we're going to put it under the booty, but towards the glute end, not your low back end, okay? So it should feel good. And we'll start with the feet on the floor, knees bent. Now that check in, everybody looks good. If you want it harder or more intense, you can put one leg long. And I sometimes have to readjust my body so the foam roller's lower to my booty. And maybe two. You got it. And that already looks good, Michelle. Yeah. Now, palms could be up again, like you're exposing them to the sky. That way you have this external rotation. So you could be long with the foam roller underneath your hip pocket crease, your inguinal crease, more towards where the glute sort of runs into the thigh. Or you could have the knees bent, or you could do one leg 5 counts and the other leg 5. Good. Now relax the chest and shoulders. The psoas sometimes takes a little bit to relax, so just think about it letting go and melting. Now when you're ready, you can slowly put the feet on the floor. That way you can lift your hips up. And then take a moment to rest on the mat. Notice how your back feels. Mine's touching so much more. How the upper back feels. You see, everybody looks really good. Yep. And then just rest here. This is Shavasana. It's a way to let your mind have a break. And it really is going into the parasympathetic system. So often we're in sympathetic system, and that's where a lot of illness can come in. Just too much time in the primal brain reflex of fight, flight, fawn, or freeze. So now we're going to use all that precious energy towards rejuvenation. Just by adding a few parasympathetic cues, we can get there. So let your eyes close, that's one of them. And breathe in through your nose. Feel the belly or diaphragmatic breathing. Let your exhale release tension. There's nothing you have to be or do or figure out right now. That's part of this trick. The mind is so easily brought onto problems to figure out. So right now, just rest and enjoy. If you need something to focus on, you can enjoy the fact that your body is a miracle and that it is beating a heart, sending blood to your incredible rest of your body parts, and somehow it functions all day. You could focus on the breath, that it's a miracle, how it drives the functions of the body. You could bless the feet for all they do, bless the ankles, appreciate the calves and the vascular system. The thighs, how amazing they are and how they get us through the day ambulating. Your hips, your low back. Bless the areas around the belly, the organs, the lungs, how much they do all during our day. Your shoulders, your arms, the hands. Bless this mind, all that it figures out during the day. And bless your whole physical body, your mind, and the spirit, the breath. So just send those parts of you blessings to the highest good, appreciations for all they do, optimal wellness. We're allowing ourselves to receive optimal wellness. and then gently come up. And we'll just take a moment to rest in a seated position. And the hand can come to the heart and the other hand can cover it. Just take a moment. We're going to give appreciations to this mind, this body, and this breath for all that it does for us all day. And we're going to allow the optimal wellness to come in. That's what our cells want us to do, be in optimal wellness, just receiving the wholeness of our cells, following your gut on decisions you make during your day to navigate with attention to your high wellness. Treating yourself with care, that'll be our intention. And with so much appreciation, let your eyes open and come into the room. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.